Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? I hope you're blessed and today. And how much He gave for you and what He still is doing in your life. He's been faithful through all of your life. On Sunday, we sang a song that has become one of my favorite songs. It's called "The Goodness of God." And in it, it says, "All my life you have been faithful. And all my life you have been so, so good." And as I thought about that this morning as I was working out, I thought, God has been more than faithful in my life. And in the Word of God, we have some very specific characteristics, specific things, specific actions that God tells us brings peace and righteousness and hope into our lives. And in this world that we live in today, the spirit of offense is running rampant in our world. People are so easily offended by words or names or even colors anymore. You can't even say a color anymore without somebody saying you're racist or whatever. And we live in such an age where the spirit of offense is wreaking havoc in our world, in our nation, in our cities, in our families, and even in our churches. And we have to be careful because God has called us to be peacemakers. And where peace dwells, the spirit of offense has to die. We are called to bring peace. And in this day and age where people are offended by political standings or racial issues or lifestyle issues, all of those things, they're so easily offended by things that could divide and tear us apart. And we have to many times look beyond the offense to remember how good God has been in our lives. I shared something on my social media the other day that was a memory that popped up on my Facebook, and it's just as relevant and powerful today as it was when I shared it a year ago. And it said, offense is an event. Offended is a decision. If something happens that offends me or hurts me, that's a one-time offense, but it doesn't have to take up residence in my heart and in my mind. I could choose to walk in righteousness, and I could choose to walk in peace and forgive. When I become offended, that's a decision I make to hold on to that thing, and I have to let it go. The Word of God tells us in James chapter 3 and verse 18, it says this, "Now the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace." The fruit of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. If we want to walk in righteousness, we have to walk in peace. And sometimes we have to make that peace. There are times we have to make peace with things in our lives that were hurtful, that could have destroyed us, that offended us, times that people talked about us or treated us badly or whatever. We have to choose to make peace with those things. Some of us may have been abused by a spouse or by a parent, and we have to choose to make peace with those things. Otherwise, there will always be unrest and chaos in our lives. Now, the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. I challenge you today, choose to live in peace. Choose to live in righteousness. And when the rest of the world is offended, you let peace reign and rule in your heart today. I love you. I'm praying for you. For all my Crossroads family, don't forget about our service tonight at 7 p.m. We'll be going back into the Word of God, into the book of James. And so I hope to see you there. Come out and join us tonight. God bless you. Take care.